Hey everyone, happy Saturday. So today is my Friday. Oh, my little hat is like inside out. Um, cause I be like rushing before work and everything. So I have for my do-rags. I have one of my wraps. It's cute. I got it at Walmart. It's by Evolve. That Evolve hair care brand that they have like in the black hair care area. And it's cute. I'm gonna get another one because it's like it's real long and then it's just nice. It's better than wearing them like hood style, But both of them get the job done. Actually, the other ones that you kind of put on and and tie up like that, they those actually do really good with smoothing it down too. So they're both good, but the reason I did this video, you guys, is because um I wanted to first and foremost, if you are familiar with the Angry Grandpa series on YouTube, remember Angry Grandpa, the guy who his son would film him like just tripping out all the time, and because he had a real bad temper and stuff, and he meant well. He wasn't like you know he wasn't like I don't think violent or anything, but it was just kind of like um he just would go overreact. Like he would be like, "What do you mean?" Blah, 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 blah. So his son would film it, and they made a series out of it, and a real successful series on YouTube out of it. He passed away a couple years ago. Rest in peace. But so his son's girlfriend's dad, who was also in the series, I think, at some point later. Wait, hold on. The driver's gonna be in 13 minutes. Okay, that gives me time to film though. Okay, anyway, so her dad is Doug West, and he has his own channel. He has his own streams. Unfortunately, though, I think the past few months or whatever, he's been having some health problems, so he's in the hospital. And the rumors are swirling that he's on his deathbed, this and that, but we don't know yet until because his family's being real selective with letting any more information out. Just because I was on Charlie Chill's channel earlier, and he was saying how people have been calling the hospital. So they have a security guard near his door now because it's just like they just want to be all nosy, and some people are just trolling and trying to bother him. And he's sick in the hospital. Like, grow up, it's not funny. Like, I don't know. When I heard the phone call, they played a recording of the phone call that person made. He said he called the hospital, but the hospital gave him the runaround, obviously, and good job, hospital, because they got to do that anyway, because really, if you're not next to kin type of thing, they don't really give you much off over the phone anyway. And even then, there's a code that they usually say for when it's like a famous or semi-famous person, they'll be like, or anyone really, they'll say like, what's the code for John Smith's room? If you don't know that, then you're not that close. You some distant cousin status or something. But anyway, so just be mature about this. The beef they had, that's between Mike and Bridget and him. It's not anyone else. It doesn't affect anyone else. So just keep him in your thoughts, because it's like a lot of people, they wait until the end. They have things with their parents, drama with their parents. They wait till the end to kind of make amends. And I'm not trying to be a hypocrite with it, because I made choices or certain decisions, based on things too with my parents sometimes. And so it's kind of like talking to myself too about it, that yeah, we have to remember our parents aren't always going to be there. Things can happen, and at the end, it's like kind of our parents always kind of forgive us and like have unconditional love for us. So they kind of just say, yeah, I understand this and that. And I know people who the parents passed away, like they before it happened in the hospital and everything, they were just like, I'm sorry for everything I did to you, and I'm sorry if I acted spoiled or whatever. And the parents were just always like, yeah, I know. The parents are always gonna, even at the last moments, they're gonna always see their child as, I forgive you kind of thing. So just, I was so happy when I heard that she reached out to her dad, because, yeah, the drama has been going on for a couple of years, and, um, but it's just sad because he dealt with a lot of bullying online, just because of supporters of them, and you know, and he held it. I would even say sometimes when I was in his streams, like commenting in his streams, I would say like, I don't know how you like deal with it, because it's just the things people would say, wishing death, and um just really going extra with it, and you don't know if they're trolling and being serious or what, but words hurt, so it doesn't matter if you're serious or not. Words hurt, it's just like people need to be careful with that. And a lot of those people, I haven't seen them in the past few days since this all happened. Like, yeah, he's in the hospital, pneumonia, I think, and we're all just kind of putting good vibes into the universe. And I mean, like I've always kind of said, I'm not super religious, but I do believe there's a higher, being, all that, and I do feel there's someone watching over us, and all the people that we've been close to that have passed away are watching over us too, up there. So, like, just no matter who you believe in, what you believe in, or how you are, just pray for him, because yeah, they don't know officially yet, but like I said, I'm so glad that the hospital did that, because, like, seriously, that guy even said if he had got him on the phone, he was gonna say like something stupid, like he was gonna tell him, bye B or whatever, and it's just like, grow up right now. This is not a joke. If that was his family member, he'd be ready to fight or whatever. If someone came at his whoever like that, people need to put themselves in other people's positions when they come at them left, whether it's just anywhere, because you know, people don't think about how they would feel in that person's shoes. They're just like, oh, I don't care, I'm, crazy, but, no. Put yourself in those people's shoes. So, yeah, everyone, if you're familiar with him, Dougie West, yeah, put thoughts into the universe. We're all kind of just waiting to see what happens. I'm hoping for the best. His family's kind of putting things out, but not like too much. They even had to stop putting the hospital name out or hospital information out, because people were calling the hospital. And also, like, because people sleep on YouTube. Like, if you are connected with a real big channel or whatever, you're like kind of famous. You may not be like Michael Jackson status or Beyonce type status, but you're famous still, because it reaches to a lot of people. So people, yeah, have been calling the hospital, and plus there's certain things that only the family is privy to and all that. So just keep him in your thoughts, because he was a really entertaining part of that show. We already lost Angry Grandpa a few years ago, and that was like losing, for a lot of people, that's like losing a family member, because he was just like that crazy grandpa, like crazy uncle that's like, what. So in fact, when he died, it was like, it was really sad, and I feel for them, but I feel like also at the end of the day, that's her dad, and it kind of went too far with all the drama and stuff. That's her dad, and my stance on that is, it, you're not. To me, it's like, you're not. That's not even your husband, and you're like siding with him against your own dad. Your freaking last name is still West. You're not this guy's name. So, I mean, yeah, you still, even if you get married, you still kind of like my parents and my parents type deal, but you kind of are in line with your husband now more, because that's who's, that's who you go down with in flames if something happens, legally or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm glad she called. So let's just not hate on her too much, because everyone's human. People make mistakes. People make bad decisions. But yeah. So, people need to not be hard on her too. People have been kind of ganging up on her too, saying like, "Oh, you be and this and that." But people also need to really remember that people, because this is a reality. So if you hear Poppy noises, I don't know what it is. Just kidding. No, but people need to remember also that people grieve differently. I'm not saying he's gone. I'm just saying that people grieve different. So not everyone is gonna be. Even if you watch that episode of Good Times, when Florida, everyone was like, "Why haven't she cried yet?" When James got killed in the car accident, or I forgot how he died, but like, remember the scene where she's like, "James, James, James." That was because Delma and JJ and all them kept saying, "Well, why hasn't she cried?" She's, you know, different things happen after someone dies, or is like almost dying, and they say you go through stages of grief. So she finally snapped at that party, or I think it's the repast they call it, in that scene. So that's what I'm saying. Just give her some slack, because, like I said, we're all human. All make mistakes. We all get in our feels about things, and that includes even our parents do too, and we do too. So I don't think people should be ganging up on her either. But anyway, guys, let's focus on the future. She's reached out to her dad. She's introducing him like her on Skype to the grandkids. So let them deal with whatever drama or healing or whatever that if he pulls through with this. Older you get, the more your body can't fight as good as well. Certain things. So it's like, and the more conditions you have too, they're trying to fight all those things in the hospital. They're like, you have this, that, we gotta get that under control, then we can focus on this. So yeah, he has a lot of things going on, but we all hope that he will be back streaming and back to how he was, because it's been, you could tell something's been off. The last stream I saw him in, I think was I think it was Hot Lip stream, and he just didn't. You could just tell something wasn't right, because it just starts, your body starts, whatever is going on in your body internally starts showing externally. So, and so yeah, you guys. I also want to touch on that video. I don't know anything about this guy, but he was he's a football player or something, and he was like totally beating up his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. Like, bruh, the only thing that was good about that is he's the ex-boyfriend, because she obviously got away from him. When he did what he did, pushed her against the couch, then threw her against the wall, I was like, that dude's definitely done that before, because there's just no way. When she was like, no, what was his name? I forget even what his name is, but he's a football player, something Stacy, I think. And just seeing him throw her against the wall, and then the baby's right there. I mean, the baby doesn't know what's going on, but bruh, that usually means he don't have any control, because when they're doing that stuff in public, they really don't have any control. They're just like, I don't give a... And it was just bad. And then she was saying, because it's in Florida, right? And she was saying that the only reason it became a big deal was because the sickest part of it is only felony he was charged with was because he broke the TV. The TV's like worth more than $1,000 or something. So it's a felony or something. And I was like, I didn't even know that part. I was watching different clips on people's views of what happened, and I was like, oh my God, like the only reason they cared was because of that. Like, so yeah, and it was just scary the way he was like standing there, and he was like, oh, that was a firecracker. But like I said, you never know. Sorry, you guys, but you never know what's reality. But anyway, yeah. He was standing there waiting for her to get up, almost like he was waiting for her to get up. Like, you want more, B? Remember in the movie Friday when Debo was jumping everybody, and then Craig finally at the end was like ready to just get him because he hit the girl that he had a crush on. Like, so yeah, it's like that. It's like he was just waiting for her to get back up. It's like, what a punk ass in. I'm gonna get to the word because but yeah, girls, men, women, whoever, they do it once, get away from him. Unfortunately, she has a kid with him, so she has to stay in some contact with him. But yeah, she did right getting away from him, but he's still around, obviously, because of the kid. So yeah, the first time, and just seeing how he was stressing at her while he was about to do it, and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, you guys. So I'm gonna get ready. Tonight's my Friday. And so yeah. And you guys, okay, so before I go, I've been like, having a little fun with these vapes lately. And one I got was the banana ice and the apple guava. But, nothing hits like my stizzy. Because these other two have their nicotine or some kind of variant of nicotine. So, but it's just for like the relaxing effect and everything. I've been trying them. I like the flavoring and all that. Um, but yeah, let me hit my stizzy real quick. I gotta refill this thing. I mean, not refill it. Get another one. Why is the lift is here? Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Happy Saturday.